Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testy encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Portland, they've got Paul George. Noah is up there with Taj Gibson. And it's Tony Allen. And it's Hill, and it's the one. And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Walker.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And that one's good, George. Walker against Hill. Lee outside. Noah with the block. And so just over a minute and a half played. Hill with it. He's picked up by Walker. Lee with the steal. Here's Warren. No luck. Excellent D there from Allen. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosch. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Down low, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Noah the screen. Hill kicks to George. Here's Allen. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Allen's got his first 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosch back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
And Walker kicks to Bosch. And that one's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Allen. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Here's Bosch. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Here's Warren. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, T.J. Warren had a very interesting start to his NBA career. Spent most of the first half in the D-League. In the second half, Clark, he finally got some minutes and really provided a spark.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't have great range on his jumper right now, and he's not an elite ball handler, but he's one of the best cutters in the game. Moves well without the ball, so I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Portland. Outside Hill. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bosch. And here they go. And it's Warren with the jam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
Now, here's George. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Here's Azania. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Azania's got his first 2 points of the night.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Screen by Monroe. Out to the right wing. Bosch passes to Warren. Back to Bosch. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Azania. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Walker. Paul George making his last shot. And Walker kicks to Monroe. To the middle. Here's Bosch. No luck. Great D that time from Gibson. George dishes to Noah. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Azania. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Walker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Out to the right wing. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Bargnani is checked in for Monroe. Rush comes in for Warren. Green, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Russell in for Walker. Now, here's George. And Azania gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Spates is checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Krabs checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for George Hill. Here's Azania. 5 points in the game. Puts up the baby hook. No good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Now, here is Bargnani. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. And Rush kicks to Spates. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Now, here is Russell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. But they get it back. Tries again. And Spates gets it to go.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Russell passes to Bargnani. Spates dishes to Bargnani. The pass to Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 1. Jackson against Russell. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Azania. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Azania's got 7 points in the game. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Russell. The shot misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Azania. Guarded by Green. Feeds it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Rush kicks to Spates. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Here's Jackson to the wing right side. Azania drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Reggie Evans.
Here's Azania. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland out in front as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
On the floor for Portland. Paul George is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Noah. And it's Allen in at the 2. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers trail. Outside, Walker. Pass to Bosh. They set the pick. And Walker kicks to Bosh. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside. Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Hill against Walker. Bosh, the screen. Russell passes to Rush. And there's the call on Bosh. That is his first foul of the game. Monroe's checked in for Reggie Evans. Allen against Russell. Pass to Hill. Gibson the screen. Misses the 3.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Walker with it. He's picked up by Hill. Screen by Monroe. The wide open look here for Bosh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside Hill. To the middle. Rush with the steal. Russell against Hill. Russell dishes to Bosch. He feeds it to Walker. Kicks it to Monroe. Clock at 6. Here's Bosch. Puts it up. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Now here is Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Screen by Russell. Walker with it. He's picked up by Hill. Now the feed to Rush. Connects from three-point range. Rush has got 5 points in the quarter. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Warren's checked in for Rush. And it's Lee in for Russell. Outside Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Greg talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes. His willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's Bosch at the elbow. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game. Portland trailing here. Here's Crabb. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Azania. Lee with the steal. Power down with both hands.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Jackson kicks to Crabb, and he gets it to go. Crabb's got his first points of the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Bosch high post. 6 to shoot. And he tunks it home.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Crabb. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Screen by Nurkic. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
outside for Jackson. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lee passes to Walker. Warren kicks to Lee. He dishes it to Bosch. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Spates comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Green in for Kemba Walker. Here's Azania. 14 points for him. And it's sent back by Spates. And it's the Lakers on the break. Green leading the charge. The dish to Spates. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Bargnani is checked in for Greg Monroe. Hill passes to Portis. And Lee pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Nurkic. Gibson comes in for Portis. And George is subbed in for Alan Cram. And the Lakers making a change here. Russell's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. No good from Bargnani. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's George. Gibson dishes to Allen. .136 left here in the second. Hill kicks it to Noah. Goes back up. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Russell passes to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Lakers lead by 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Back to George. Nobody near Allen. The shot no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Hill against Russell. He kicks to Bargnani. To the inside. And Spates gets it to go. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. George double teamed. Puts up the baby hook.
That's the end of the first half with the score of your Lakers 38, the Trailblazers 31. Your safety is our #1 concern. In the event an emergency evacuation of Staples Center becomes necessary, please walk calmly out and away from the facility. Ladies and gentlemen.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. second half beginning in just a moment. Los Angeles leading by 7. Chris Bosh is out there at Greg Monroe. Then there's Warren. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Lee in the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. And it's Walker penetrating. The 3 from Bosh. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Walker dishes to Bosh. Now here's Walker. Fires it up. Bosh can't get that one to fall. Down low. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hill.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now here's Walker. Outside Bosh. Over in the corner, Lee pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Lee's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Noah kicks to Hill. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Gibson. Makes it off the glass. Gibson's got his second basket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Bosh a screen on Hill. Walker the pass to Lee. Walker goes in. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside Hill. Again missing Hill.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Dishes it to Lee. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lee's got 4 points now in the quarter. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hill against Walker. Noah the screen. And here's George for 3. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's 11 points here for George. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Evans, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rush comes in for Warren for the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for Walker. Jump shot is good that time. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
And there's the pass to Crabbe. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just 1 season, I think it's been remarkable.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Now here's Walker. He has 6. Lee outside. Feeds it to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's the break. Here's Crabbe. The 17-footer goes down. Crabbe's got 6 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Bosh a screen on Jackson. Outside Bosh. Moves back up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And both free throws good for Evans.
And you look at Reggie Evans, he hasn't done a lot as a basketball player, but what he does really well. Rebound like a maniac. And he defends the post as if his family is in danger.
Jackson dishes to Crabbe. And that one's good. Crabbe's got 6 in the quarter. Walker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Bosch, the screen. They set the pick. There's Lee with the 3. The Lakers rebound. Evans kicks to Walker. Back to Evans. And it's Bosch in the corner. That doesn't go either for Bosch. When one thinks of Reggie Evans, one word often comes to mind. Hustle. It's through sheer relentlessness that he's made it over 13 years, Greg, in this NBA.
You know, he always gives maximum effort. The numbers and usage rate were down a little last year, but I believe he still has the fire and energy to give you a few good minutes every game.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Now, here's Walker. 6 points for him. And a wide open look for Lee. And Chris Bosh with the slam. And the Lakers lead by 2.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
Here's Covington. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Crabbe. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Spates checked in for Bosch. Bargnani comes in for Reggie Evans. Willie Green's checked in for Lee. And it's Russell in for Kemba Walker. Joakim Noah is checked in for Portland. Paul George comes in for Robert Covington. Green, the screen. Spates sets a screen for Russell. Rush gets the bucket. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Here's Portis, defended by Bargnani. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Here's Portis. Rejected by Bargnani. The drive by Green. Passes to Bargnani. He feeds it to Rush. Spades with a screen on Noah. Here's Rush. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Take a look at what Rush has been doing. He has 8 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Allen comes in for Allen Crabbe. And Devin Harris subbed in for Jackson. Now here is Harris. It's Allen on the wing. Here's the screen. Left side, George. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Portland. There's Hezonja. 14 points for him. Top of the key, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from George. The shot is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Green kicks to Bargnani. The drive by Russell. And the slam dunk by Spades.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Pass to Hezonja. Portland no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 4. And Rush kicks to Russell. The feet to Rush. To the wing right side. Fires top of the key. They get the rebound. Spades. And he gets it to go. Spades has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys. Giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Monroe's checked in for Spades. And it's T.J. Warren in for Brandon Rush. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Russell. $18 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles on top, up 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching. Sports. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Trailblazers trailed by 6. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Harris is out there with Hezonja. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Noah in at the center position. Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Noah. Crabbe comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Hill in for Harris. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside, Russell. Inside. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Russell. 16 points for Chris Bosh.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Now here's Lee. He's tightly guarded. Bosh. Bosh can't get that one to fall. Kicks it to Crabbe. Pass to Hezonja. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Walker's checked in. Now here's Walker. Monroe outside. 6 on the shot clock. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Outside Hill. Now the pass to Hezonja. Offensive rebound. Outside Gibson. And then jammed down. He goes right over Craig Monroe.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
And that one's good. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Now here is Hill. Gibson the screen. Here's Crabbe. Drills the three-pointer. Crabbe's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Warren. Back to Walker. At the elbow, it's Warren. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. That's now 8 points for T.J. Warren. Hill against Walker. Passes it to Hezonja. That one wide left.
almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Walker the pass to Warren. And here's Walker. And the wide open shot from Warren. Again, Los Angeles. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Azania. He dishes it to Crab. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for the Trailblazers, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Paul George comes in for Alan Crabb. And Tony Allen subbed in for Hazania. Now, here is George. Just 4 to shoot. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Beautiful shot that time by PG, Paul George, getting it done.
Lakers leading by 7. Now Walker. Screen by Monroe. Here's Lee. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot by George, wide open. And it's George again missing. Walker with it. Hill pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Allen kicks it to Noah. Here's George. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Monroe's got 4 rebounds in this game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Portis is checked in for Portland. Alan Crabb comes in for Allen.
The Trailblazers. Bobby Portis. Alan Crabb.
And the Lakers with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. The open shot by Bosch. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Bosch has got 4 points in the quarter. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Los Angeles. Right side George. From about 19 feet. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 15 points for Paul George. Outside, Walker. The dish out to Monroe. To the inside. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
As forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Stolen by Bosch. Lee dishes to Walker. And it's Lee penetrating. They get it back. Goes back up. And Bosch with the layup. And now an 11-point Los Angeles lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Just 5 to shoot. It's Noah with the drive.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Walker. Outside Bosch. That doesn't go either for Bosch.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Crabb. His 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Portis. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And then for the Trailblazers, Azania, he's checked in for Alan Crabb. And it's Jackson in for George Hill. So it's Portland now. 9-point game. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Outside, Walker. To the inside. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The offensive rebound.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
Now here's Walker. Outside Bosch. Screen by Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Warren, good.
Great pass by Bosch there.
Trailblazers trailed by 11. Outside Jackson. At the elbow, it's George. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
The Lakers with the ball. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. The drive by Bosch. Lee outside. He kicks it to Walker. Outside Bosch. Monroe sets a screen for Bosch. Walker the pass to Lee. Offline with his 3.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it. Well, how about Paul George in this one? 19 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And that's an intentional foul.
Paul George. That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Lakers.
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's go. And Portland again with the bucket. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for your Lakers.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Portland with the ball.
This game's finally gotten away from it.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
He makes the second free throw, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he ends up making 2 out of 3, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Azania, and so the Lakers take the win.